Well, hello everybody, and happy Christmas. This is my little Christmas video I'm going to be doing today. This is my Christmas tree, as you can see in all its glory. Bought this tree last Christmas from our local Waitrose of all shops, because it is a pot grown Christmas tree. Now if you're going to do this, very important when you buy it, make sure that it is a pot grown, not potted, because I made that mistake the year before. You buy a potted Christmas tree, and what they've done is they've got a Christmas tree, they cut the roots off and shove it in a pot, so it doesn't live after Christmas. You might just as well buy just a cut tree. So if you're into your recycling and you want to reuse it year after year, like I have done, this is the way to go. You want a pot grown. Now I'm hoping the camera can pick up the different shades, but if you look here, you can see where this has actually grown over the last 12 months. These 3 shoots here are new. That shoot's new. Those 3 shoots there are new. That's the original there. Let's get it in camera. That's the original there. These are the 3 new shoots. And the whole tree's like that. It's grown all the way around. If you look here again, you might be able to see the colour a bit better here. That's the original shoot. These 3 are the new growth from this year. This all came about because I repotted it into this pot here. These are Home Bargains pots. They still actually sell them, and I've had these about 6 years now, 6-7 years, and they still actually sell them. Pretty good pots. All my plants out the front, a lot of my plants out the front are in these pots. Very good pots. The original pot for this tree probably came down to about, get out of the way, down to about there I'd say, and it wasn't as wide, but it's not very Christmassy. So I've had a rummage in the shed and I found some spray paints, so I'm just going to give the pot a little spray up before it goes out the front. Now, chrome effect, it's about half full, that one, about half full. Some primer. Don't even know why I've kept it. It's empty. I don't think I'm going to get anything out of it, but we'll have a go. Yes, I'm spraying straight onto plastic. Yes, it's probably all going to fall off, but hopefully the tree will only be out there a month, and if I can get a month out of it, I'll be happy. I'll just respray it again next year. These paints, by the way, Auto Extreme. They're both the same make, Auto Extreme. These are your sort of pound shop type paints. Poundland, Home Bargains, BM, if you've got a pound discount store, these are the type of paints you're going to find there. Not the best paint in the world, but they're cheap and they do the job. Oh, look at that, there is some in it. That's where I kept it. Yeah, if you're a professional sprayer and you're watching this, sorry, apologise now. Wow, didn't expect to get it all out of there. This will make the silver go a bit further. I did give it a clean off the other day, this pot. I'm not painting straight onto dirt, I promise. I don't even worry if you get a little bit on the tree. I mean, it's just, that's the end of that, look. Well, to be honest, I'm surprised I got as much out of that as I did. Yeah, that's pretty much dead. Yeah, surprised to get as much out of that as I did. Oh, the only mistake I made when I put the tree in, it's at an angle. That's why I'm painting this side first, because it's straight. If you look at it from this side, you can see it's a bit bent. I didn't put it in the pot straight. And it's grown like that now, and I'm not going to disturb it. It can stay like that. Oh crumbs, trying to get this lid off, and this lid's on it. Got it. Right. I've had these in the house all night, so the cans are warmed up, so hopefully the paint's a bit warmer. We'll get an idea. Oh, this covers well. You've got to be careful with this stuff, it'll run like hell. Look at that. Wow, Yeah, this ain't going to look too good when I do it. Running like a good one. It is only about 3 degrees out here today. It's not the best weather to be trying to spray anything in. But if I can just lighten the pot up, I'll be happy with that. Like I said, I don't claim to be a paint sprayer. I don't claim to be anything really. If I can just make it look a bit more Christmassy, I'll be happy with that. Right, leave that for a minute to dry, I think, because it's going to take forever and a week to dry out here in this temperature. But it looks better than the black already. Yeah, it will be alright. I've got a fair bit on my finger. Should have wore gloves. That'll be alright. Time for another coat. Put a glove on this time. And now we've got a bit of wind as well. So not only is it freezing cold, it's a bit windy as well. Lovely. But like I said, this is never going to be a Picasso. Again, I must apologise if you're a professional sprayer. I bet you're absolutely cringing. But hey, I'll have a go. God loves a tryer. Or so they say. There we go. It's going silver-ish. Silvery-ish. It sort of looks Christmassy. I mean, from a distance it'll look alright. One more coat and that'll be it, I think. Let's turn this camera off. Oh yeah, hang on. Well, it's the next day, and I've got to be honest, I'm pretty pleased how this has turned out. Have a look at that. When you're considering it was only 3 degrees, I had half a tin of old paint that was like 3 or 4 years old, virtually no primer. That's turned out better than I thought it would. I'm pretty chuffed with that. Looks a bit more Christmassy. Now for the hard part. I've got to pick that up, carry it through the house and plonk it out the front, all without scratching the paint off. I had to leave it 24 hours to dry. Well, I don't know, 18, 19 hours. It was just so cold yesterday, 3 degrees. Thankfully it's warmed up a bit today. It's a balmy 8.5 degrees today. Welcome to Wales. We never get 2 days the same here. 8.5 degrees and drizzly rain today. But yeah, really chuffed with that. Just shows even anybody, even anyone, even someone as dull as me can make something look a bit better with a bit of spray paint. So yep, you're going to put a, even if you was putting that in the house, that wouldn't look too bad. That'd look quite nice in the living room. I mean, I'd put it in the living room. It's my missus. She don't like Christmas trees in the house. Convinced they're going to drop loads of needles. Oh, by the way, that was something I never mentioned yesterday with Christmas trees. If the needles dropping is what puts you off, you get a pot grown tree. Oh, we'll do this, look. There's no needles falling off. And if I go over here, see this piece of plastic here? That is what the tree has sat on for 12 months. And we'll go down. I don't know if you can see anything, but there are needles. But when you think this has been here for a year, there's not much in the way of needles on the ground. So again, if you like your real Christmas tree in your living room, go for a pot grown one. I'm not saying it won't drop some needles, because it probably will drop one or two, but nowhere near what a cut tree will. You got to remember, a cut tree is dying. It's dead. It's been cut. It's dying. At some point, it will be dead. By January, it's finished. A pot grown tree, that will quite happily sit in your living room. You haven't even got to water it. It will be fine for a month with no water. Unless you've got a particularly warm room, in which case you do want to give it a little drop. But worth considering, folks. Go for a pot grown. As you can see, she looks lovely. But we'll see her properly when I get her out the front and start putting the lights and stuff on her in a minute. So here it is out the front. Strung some lights on it just to test it. And you can see it in the daylight now. And pretty pleased how that's turned up. But it needs something. Definitely needs something. Yeah, I've got an idea. So, here it is completed, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I put a bow on the front. I think that looks lovely. And here she is in all her glory. Star on the top. I've run lights along the top there. I think that's nice. It's not over the top. Nice proper Christmas tree. It will sit out here, doesn't matter what the weather does to it, it ain't going to hurt it. It will take it quite happily. So, this is what she looks like in the daylight. I was going to decorate the tree, decided against it. I think it looks nice, just a tree. And we'll finish the video with a shot of it in the dark. And here's what it looks like in the dark. Have a very, very happy Christmas.